Hello and welcome to a housing video for my Enshrouded gameplay. We're flying into the giant cube that we've been working on and off. Today we'll be looking at the water systems that we've put in. We're referring to this larger piece as the cistern. A cistern is a waterproof receptacle or artificial reservoir designed to hold liquids, most commonly rainwater, and is often built underground for domestic, agricultural, and consumptive use. It can also be used in case of emergency. We started off small and then got bigger. Our cistern feeds most of the water elevators and waterways that we use for transportation throughout the mass of the cube, but let's show you where it started. With the water update, the introduction of water wheels and plants that required water to grow them, inspired a small water wheel tower connected to a water elevator that went down to the rice paddies. Simple but effective. Nice platform on top for getting nice views around the area. And leading into our water elevator. We did multiple levels to separate out the crops. Here we've got some algae growing. And the water continues down below into the rice paddies, and so too does the elevator. This was our first attempt at it. I feel like we did a pretty good job. We'll go ahead and start down at the bottom. The system's gotten quite a bit more elaborate since our first attempt. We've hollowed out nearly the entire bottom of our buildable area, limited only by the shroud, and we'll go more into this area in another video. Water elevators form the backbone of our water transportation system. I estimate the waterways to be about 50% done at this time. This particular water elevator is separated by animal paddocks, places that we store our various yaks and goats and such, and then continues all the way to the top. We put several varieties of fish in these areas. They all tend to accumulate at the top of the water elevators. We'll go all the way to the top first and then come back down to show you the various spots, mostly because it's fun to chase the fish back down. Here, fishy, fishy. Sometimes they fall out. You gotta throw them back in. I heard the devs have a plan to fix that. Please don't. It's hilarious. That's the entrance to our cistern. And you may have seen in our previous video that the library has a small fish tank in it. It's also part of the waterway. See the previous video for the library tour. Here's the main body of the cistern. We'll go up top to have a better look at it. This holds the bulk of the water and feeds the waterway systems, including the water elevators. Had many problems trying to contain the water. Have more than a dozen drains in this area, and it still overflows whenever I'm not looking. We have 6 water wheels up here. We'll run up top and show you that. This is how the cistern started. Trying to figure out how to get 6 water wheels to work together. In our cube, this is the industrial area. There are other areas and other builds that come together to form the cube, and it is still a work in progress. Access to the water feeding mechanisms is available at the top of the water wheels. Along with many mills that are powered by the water wheels. I wanted to make the water feeding mechanism as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Feeds in through the top. drops down these holes on top of the water wheels, which was ineffective at getting the wheels to turn originally. Then we put a pool under each one, and that did the trick. Getting out of here is a little tricky. Gotta get you up on this little pad right here, and then hop out. That was the entrance we went in just now. We also added to it to give it more of the industrial park feel. Great place to observe the water wheels. Large production facility here. Multiples of all the different production pieces. Nothing up here just yet. If you're enjoying the narration, please drop a comment down below. More of the textile side of things. And some cooking facilities up top. Currently trying to work with the brand new spiral staircases that they gave us in the last update. To connect these areas in a prettier fashion. For now, let's look more at the waterways that are interconnected to our cistern. Traveling through these tunnels, these waterways filled with fish, as a sort of commuter mechanism throughout the city. Have several places where they pop up. To help you get around town or just to catch your breath. Several of the exits we've had to add additional water feeding devices. As you can see, this place is still under construction. This particular waterway ends at one of the residences, which we've been distributing to first come, first served basis to people in chat on our Twitch channel. This one happens to belong to Genuine Risk. and has completed construction, but we're still in the decorating phase. As you can see, whenever you're not looking, the water just goes wherever it feels like. But as soon as you pay attention, it dries up pretty quick. Here's the outside of that waterway. As construction continues, so too will the waterway get expanded to the new areas. This is the second attempt at a water elevator, or is it the third? Much wider, much denser. All the way to the top and as close to the bottom as we could get. This one's fed by 6 of the water spouts. And is so deep we can just barely make it to the bottom. Swimming as fast as we can. That leads us into one of our treasure vaults. But that's for another video. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one.